A lesbian who wanted to host lesbian-only events, which would mean banning men and trans women from attending, has been told, nope, apparently that would be discriminatory. Remember the days when the left were all about creating safe spaces for minority groups? The Tasmanian Anti-Discrimination Commissioner last year ruled that the events application sought to go further than exemptions granted in other states by requiring people to provide intimate information about their body to gain access to the proposed events. But now the event organiser, Jessica Hoyle, is preparing to take this one all the way to the High Court. I'm pleased to say Jess is joining us now. Jess, great to see you. Tell us briefly why you are prepared to go all the way to the High Court in order to protect what you say are the rights of lesbian women to exclude transgender women, in other words, men born as biological males, from your group activities.
Hi there, Rowan. Pretty much in this whole country at the moment, we've just seen this whole dilemma over what are fundamental rights and what are fundamental demands. And what we're seeing is this group of trans activists holding everybody else's rights and their demands to be in women's sport, demands to be in women's toilets and change rooms, demands to even be on lesbian dating apps and lesbian spaces. Now, lesbians are same-sex attracted women. We're not interested in men, regardless of how these men want to identify themselves as. At the end of the day, they're still men in my eyes. I don't care what labels they give me, Rowan, but, you know, I'm a proud, happy, young, same-sex attracted woman that just wants to hold my events and feel safe. Last year, a young woman was sexually assaulted at an event, at a mixed event, and this isn't good enough. This just isn't good enough for us, and we need to have our own spaces so we feel safe. We're not going to be harassed by these men that want to coerce us.
James.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Jess, can you tell us what exactly the sorts of events that you wanted to host were, and who were these these people who wanted to come in and invade these spaces for biological natural-born females?
Well, the events were going to be held at my mother's nightclub, believe it or not. So I've got a venue right there. You know, and it means so much for my mum that lesbians like her daughter have somewhere to go to meet one another and that we're safe. It means so much. And my mother's a mother of two beautiful gay kids, and she loves us so much. She wants us to have our own spaces, you know, and for us to meet one another again. She knows how difficult it is for her daughter and for her son, you know, she knows that. And the fact that we're being denied our basic right, you know, to hold our events, it's quite hurtful towards my mother and towards me and my family. It's just so difficult that we've come to this point where everything has regressed in this country. We're no longer progressive. We have regressed. We're taking rights from women and girls. We're taking rights away from gays and lesbians based upon our same-sex attraction and what our needs are. It's like we don't exist. You know, in Tasmania, same-sex attraction, it's not even there in our Anti-Discrimination Act. It's all about gender.
Well, on same-sex attraction, Jess, you mentioned lesbian dating sites, and I know there's some lesbian women have spoken about pressure to date trans women. So again, male bodies that identify as female. Can you tell us how you feel about that?
It definitely happens, Rita. It's happened to me. You know, I was on a lesbian Facebook group in Tasmania, and we had one of these men come into our group and he tried to coerce me and wanted to come up on the Red Line bus and spend a week with me. And I said, look, I'm sorry, I'm same-sex attracted. The next thing I know, I'm getting abused on Facebook Messenger and being called a genital fetishist.
What?
And I later found out this man was a father of 3 girls and was married. And I spoke to an older lesbian in Hobart and she told me, oh, that's so-and-so. He's married to my niece. He's the father of 3 children. I know because I was at the wedding. Now, what's going on here?
I mean, you're a lesbian, Jess, because you're attracted to women. You want to be with women. You don't want to be with people who have penises. I mean, I would have thought that was pretty simple to understand.
I don't think Equality Tasmania really understands what same-sex attraction is anymore. They're so entrenched into their belief system and ideologies. They've gone so far in denying the basic rights of gays and lesbians to be able to have our own spaces.
So,
It's absolutely regressive in Tasmania.
So, Jess, tell us the events that led up to... So you tried to put on the event at your mum's nightclub and it was for lesbians only. At what point did the Anti-Discrimination Commissioner step in and tell you that, you couldn't do this?
Well, I wanted to have exemption. I wanted to do everything by the book, and get these exemptions because it's something my family and I had been talking about for quite a while now. And we want these exemptions so we can have our events, to have our spaces. I wanted to run gay male events as well, because I've got access to the function room. And, to be told we're not allowed to have anything, that we have to have mixed-sex events, is just deplorable when we're same-sex attracted.
Jess Doyle, you're a very brave woman. Thanks for coming on Outsiders and speaking to us. The Tasmanian Anti-Discrimination Commissioner is Sarah Bolt. She should take a long, hard look at what she's doing there in that role. And well done on your determination to take this to the High Court, because I certainly know there are plenty of other lesbian organisations, lesbian groups out there who are fed up with the whole transgender thing and are keen to return to a situation that you have described. So good luck, more power to you.